Donkey Kong Bonanza is an absolute phenomenon for those who love Super Mario Odyssey. It's just amazing. I mean, IGN gave it a score 10 out of 10. I think I can't emphasize that enough. Not only that, but a Donkey Kong movie has been confirmed. Time to make some predictions on the plot. But before I get into it, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the notification bell. I'm gonna get through all this quick because I want to get into some juicy details. It seems as if DK Bonanza has been a prequel this entire time, with Pauline being a kid in New Donk City at the very end. And I don't think we've seen King K. Rool since he got into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which, by the way, we didn't see him in Smash Bros. Ultimate since the Nintendo DS in Donkey Kong King of Swing. The one where Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong meet the Donkey Bananas and Anaheb. I don't think I need to say more. And I still can't get over this awesome final boss named K. Rool King of Rot. And from what I saw from Pro Sophia Gaming, the fight wasn't hard when it came to attacking. It just really boiled down to how much defense King K. Rool had. And I noticed that IGN said that a lot of the bosses were very easy. I personally think that maybe if they increased the defense, like compared to King K. Rool, then the bosses might have made a perfect game even better. I personally feel I don't really need to emphasize any other details, but time for us to make some predictions on the plot. My thoughts is that they'll open up with Voidco, kind of similar how they opened up with Bowser from the Mario Bros. Movie. And there's a bunch of monkeys and probably some other monsters that are just digging deep, deep, deep. Or maybe instead of Voidco, it could be K. Rool and his critters. I think having K. Rool be the main antagonist and then having Voidco come out of nowhere, like with King K. Rool slapping Void Kong out of nowhere, would be a perfect plot twist. Maybe they come across this weird magical artifact and it starts glowing. Then it takes place in New York City in Mario's world. Mario and Luigi are just hanging out eating pizza, but then they notice Mayor Pauline and a couple of other agents going into some manhole, so they follow her down, and as it turns out, she wants to demolish the pipe because she thinks that's a threat to New York City. A plot like that would definitely be something good to roll with, Pauline trying to prohibit any transport between the pipes. But here's another plot twist. As it turns out, some type of mayoral election is coming up for New York City, and Pauline's not sure if she wants to run for another term. What if her passion really was that she just wants to sing? I mean, that is the passion in Mario Odyssey. She's a popular singer who's also the mayor. Or at least that's how it is in the games. In the movie timeline, it could be that she just wanted to live out her dreams, but she never got the chance. But then maybe Mario decides to take her through the pipe to show that the other side of the pipe in that world is good. But Pauline, or something like Pauline gets sucked into the pipe while closing it off. Maybe the civilians of that world that has the Mushroom Kingdom and all the other kingdoms know that there's some type of catastrophe that happens every year, or maybe even a rare occurrence that happens, and it could be cataclysmic for something to happen for anyone who's going through the pipes. Maybe it de-ages Pauline, and instead of ending up in the Mushroom Kingdom, she ends up at DK Isle. Maybe Diddy and Dixie Kong find her and they decide to go tell DK and Cranky. Meanwhile, everyone in the real world is freaking out because the mayor has gone missing. So the main gist of the movie is that DK and Pauline are trying to get to the Bonandium route, so similar to Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Pauline's wish is to go home safely and become an adult again. But what if she sees the beauty of the world that Mario and Luigi decide to live in, and decides that she wants to build New Donk City by the end? So they defeat K. Rool at the end of the movie. Void Kong comes out of nowhere and wishes for whatever his wish was in Donkey Kong Bonanza. They fight Void Kong and defeat him. Then Pauline decides to create New Donk City with the Bonandium route, and gives about 50% of the people in New York the option on whether or not they want to live in New Donk City or New York City. But what will be different about New Donk City, it will be part of their world. It would be so that no one will have to hold back on their dreams and they can pursue them. And I know that sounds a little bit corny, but this is Nintendo. Or what if Cranky Kong has been captured by K. Rool not too long after Pauline has arrived in their world with DK, and that's what Donkey Kong decides to team up with Pauline to go to. And maybe they could even fight off a couple of monsters from the DK games like the Tiki Tag Tribe or King Frederick. And maybe Pauline could even sing some special song that'll give them some sort of advantage in battle for them to be able to defeat them. That would actually kind of remind me of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur to an extent. Or even K-pop Demon Hunters with all the songs that they sing while fighting the demons. Heck, maybe all 4 of them are racing to the Vanadium route to make their own wish come true, and K. Rool's just another one of them, and then Void Code comes out of nowhere, takes the Vanadium route, makes their wish, yada yada yada. I'd like the idea of having many different villains after the same thing. That'd definitely be an intriguing movie for me anyway. Heck, maybe there are some other humans besides Peach, Mario, and Luigi that came from Earth that are on that planet now. And maybe DK and Pauline run into them on their journey to the Vanadium route, they recruit them, and maybe they're the band members in Super Mario Odyssey. Like, dude, that'd be insane. The point of me saying this, though, is that I feel like that characters that aren't in the DK franchise, specifically like Mario, Princess Peach, Luigi, etc., they shouldn't really be there outside of the beginning and the end, which leads into the main movie's plot with DK and Pauline. But you know what, they don't have to go that crazy. It is Nintendo. The plot will probably be as simple as possible. There won't be any Vanadium route. There won't be all 4 villains racing for the same thing. It could probably just boil down to being a simple DK versus K. Rool situation, and then a bonus end credits scene with Pauline or something like that. Either way, I'd like to see a Diddy Kong Racing reference, because like, I know how beloved Diddy Kong Racing is, although I've never tried it. Maybe Nintendo should add it to Switch Online so that I can. Comment down below if they have, because I haven't been on Switch Online in a year. Although I do like the idea of Cranky Kong being abducted by the Kremlin crew, and DK and Diddy, Dixie, that'd probably be it. Heck, maybe we'd even get a brief scene with Kitty and Funky Kong. Who flippin' knows? And you know what? Throw Tiny and Candy Kong in there for the sake of it. But I figured I'd just make this video to have a little bit of fun imagining what a plot for the DK movie would be, especially considering how great the ending was in DK Bonanza. But let me know what you thought of these ideas. Please make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Please make sure to hit the notification bell. I really appreciate everyone who reaches out. I will see you all next time.